Greg. Oh, what's happening, Greg? Hopefully this video reaches you. So let me read your comment here. Gregory6592 says, great reactions and thoughts. Thank you. This was to the Goodbye Joe song. Oh, Goodbye Beach Biden. And this was Tom and Nova also dropped Freedom's Not for Sale digitally, audio only. Unfortunately, no music video, but it's #1 on iTunes. Okay. All right. Well, let's see, man. Tom, seems like Tom creeps up to that #1 spot pretty often. Here's where this is what I wanna say, right? Now, a lot of you might be like, what? Listen, man. Starting to like Tom Macdonald. I'm liking, for me in my music world, Eminem was, I'm not a Eminem listener, right? But when his song comes through, I listen to him, I respect him. But I just seen something the other day where he was on the DNC and it just looked so fake. And I'm like, you know what? That's why I'm rocking with Tom Macdonald. This is the conservative Eminem, right? I just forgot how woke that, Eminem has gotten. It's just kind of crazy. He went from like crazy, like explicit Eminem to where the Democrats would be so offended by the things he does to Mr. Woke. So I'm rocking with Tom from now on, man. I'm liking the conservative type, Eminem. Anyways, let's get to this video. Just sharing my thoughts real quick. Let's hear what this is.
We're standing in our driveways with things we're trying to sell. Just give me half what I paid. You got yourself a deal, oh. But the freedom's not for sale. Bring me $1 million. Bring me a holy grail. A homemade Betty Crocker. 6-pack of beer won't have.
I'm guessing that's Nova right there, right? It's a pretty dope the way they kind of came in together. She got a pretty dope voice. She got a nice voice.
$1 million. Bring me a holy grail. A homemade Betty Crocker. 6-pack of beer won't have. Cause the freedom's not for sale.
Okay.
Growing up, I never had much. Alright. And so I learned to love what I've got. Yes, I did. It's stronger than diamonds.
Definitely a different time. It's a different time song. Like it's really interesting to hear the different like the range of different artists, right? How they can go outside of what you may like of them and they can do something totally different. Like I'm getting like he's got these melodies and he's kind of getting this kind of singing going on this one. Trying to catch what it kind of reminds me of, but it's not, American Flags time. It's not Ghost Mode time. It's chill, right? It's like, it's still feel good music. It's just different. Like he's in that, like that. It's singing kind of, and I like it. And then what adding Nova on here is dope as well. And of course, it's a meaningful song.
It's not made in China. It was made by us. So
yes.
Come on down if you're in town. I'll be here all weekend right outside my house. We got old TVs by the garbage pails, Tupperware for cheap and lemonade for sale. So come on down by my parents' couch. We got old CDs that I couldn't throw out. I'll even sell you the house.
Not my freedom.
But the freedom's not for sale.
Absolutely. They basically saying you can have everything, man. But see, that is what makes America great, man. For I don't care about your political view. the thing that's great about America, man, is that the freedom, it's really just an idea, right? If you really look into freedom, it's just an idea, and it's a respected idea in the United States. You go somewhere else, and freedom is not an idea. It's something, you have to follow what they tell you. They're going to, put someone in power that you do not choose. Your voice does not matter. It's just amazing because that's what freedom is: freedom to speak, freedom to be able to be objective, freedom to love who you want to love. Like, these are things that were once fought for. These were things that we didn't have, even as a black man in America. I mean, freedom itself. I mean, there were things that right now I'm sitting in a home. Right now, there was a time where black folks couldn't buy homes. On the deed, it would say, "Do not sell to a mulatto or colored person." Like, they didn't have a freedom to buy a home. And in America, we've got our flaws, but we're fixing those things. And now I'm able to be able to buy a home and love who I want to love and have children and not worry about things. Freedom is amazing. And for those that want to complain about the United States and say, well, America, when was America ever great? Blah, 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 blah. Well, why don't you go to another country that does not have freedom and watch how miserable you are? Look at the people there. Not saying that people are miserable, but I'm sure they want to come to America for these very small ideas that we respect. I'm just saying, freedom is a big thing, right? Let's do it. Appreciate it, Tom. See, you bring it out of me.
We're sitting in the front yard with things that served us well. They don't deserve the junkyard, but they need someone else. Oh, the freedom's not for sale.
You got everything else.
We ran ads in the paper, hung signs at corner stores. Everything has a price tag, and it could all be yours. But the freedom's not for sale.
Okay, all right, I'm rocking.
Growing up, I never had much. All right. And so I learned to love what I got. Yes, I did. It's stronger than diamonds. It's not made in China. It was made by us. So come on down if you're in town. I'll be here all weekend right outside my house. We got old TV by the garbage pails, Tupperware for cheap,
Nice.
lemonade for sale. So come on down.
I love the visuals, right? I love the lyrical visuals that they're painting here. I mean, they're telling you about the house. They're telling you about what's out there. They're telling you about everything, man. And I love it, right? It's like, basically, listen, man, it's freedom, right? You can have everything else, but why we love this country is because we have the freedom to do whatever the hell we want to do. For honestly, like, we are, within reason, we have freedom to do whatever the hell we want to do. You want to go to school to be an astronaut? Go to school to be an astronaut. Take the right classes. No one's stopping you, right? Obviously, you got to have some resources, but no one's saying that you cannot be an astronaut or cannot be nothing. But the freedom itself is what makes this country great. That's it, man. That is it. So I love this, man. I love this. It's like, listen, man, take my house. You can take this. You can take that. But I still want to be here on this beautiful country because I still got freedom. I love it.
So come on down by my parents' couch. We got old CDs that I couldn't throw out. I'll even sell you the house. But the freedom's not for sale.
Nice.
We are the people who will remember the brave and never forget the reasons why this country is great. We got poles in the front lawn, we're flying the flag, wearing a sweater that my grandma made. We are the people willing to fight to the grave. There ain't a thing I wouldn't do to keep my family safe. I'll never tell you how to live, and all I want is the same, with a house at the end of the lane.
Nice.
So come on down if you're in town. I'll be here all weekend right outside my So come on down by my parents' couch. We got old CDs that I couldn't throw out. I'll even sell you the house.
Guess what?
But the freedom's not for sale.
Nope. Yeah, man, this was dope. Oh, let me stop it before it goes too late. Yeah, so this gave me a all right, so now that it's done, you know what, man? Shout out, let me get first of all, right? This gave me a soft countryish song, but with Nova's melodies. I don't know. It was just a dope. It was a dope song, man. I mean, one thing that I can appreciate now that I've, and a little bit older and I'm seeking other avenues of music, right? Just because, so hip hop music has gotten so watered down and bad. So, I just respect music for what it is, right? And being a person who used to make music when I was, a little bit younger, right? I can respect the musical process. And I love the idea behind this song, right? The idea behind this is just freedom is everything for us in the US. And it's what we're built on, right? It's why people come here. It's why you got literally migrants flooding through here. This is why you got people wanting to get on American soil, right? Just because of the fact of the ideas that we have and freedom being one of them. I mean, if to us, it's easy, right? Because we can easily say, hey, man, I can go on my Facebook and I can share my political view. I could share my religious view. I could share my view on whatever, right? But other countries, you can't do that. It's simple as that, right? There's a code, a conduct out there where they're like, oh, no, you can't do that. Certain women have to dress a certain way and do certain things, right? There's just certain things, but on America, we can really be whatever we want. And there's a two-sided sword to that, right? Because then you got, sometimes it gets too out of hand to where it turns into the Twilight Zone.
Sensational.
That we're in now, right? You give people too much freedom and now it's like we don't know our genders anymore. And people are free to say, hey, I'm an elephant today. I just chose to be a big wide elephant, But then again, with that being said, even here in America, someone like me will say, okay, cool, that's your freedom. That's your right. You can be whatever you want to be. And we can go on to the next thing. In another country, you can't do that. All right. So I appreciate Tom, man. What I appreciate about him, man, and maybe this is the conservative part of me, and this is why I said what I said in the beginning of the interview or the beginning of the song, why I like him, from a political standpoint better than Eminem. It's because he talks about real issues and things that are going on in the world, and some things that don't make any sense that we need to bring clarity to. I appreciate Tom, and what I love about Tom is that he's an independent artist. So you can't tell him what to do. He does what he wants to do. In the Hangover gang, y'all support him, y'all hold him down, which y'all should, and that's what empowers people. It's almost like the Army of 300, right? The movie 300, where they're going up against everybody else, and everybody else is mainstream. It's the big artist, and then you got Tom Macdonald, who's like, man, I got an army of 300. I take on whoever I want because I got the Hangover gang with me. And what's better, to have 1 million followers, 1 million people that are not dedicated and love what you do, but you got 1 million of them, or you got 100,000 or 200,000 screaming, crazy hog family that's gonna ride with you no matter what. They go buy your merchandise. They go stream your songs. They go help you become number one. Maybe the 100 to 200,000 people are better than the $1 million in the bucket, because if they're avid listeners and they go rock with you, those are real people. That's who you want on your side. Same with me. I hope y'all treat me the same way, right? Let me get off this thing. Tom has done it once again. He has gotten me out of the shell. He's gotten me speaking. He's got me talking, and I love it, all right? Let me get up out of here. Like I say, after every video, that this is chess, not checkers. And I'm going to see y'all at work 2 times.